Hello, everyone. This is Professor Hill. It's a short video for our class, Introduction to Ethics, Philosophy 2306 here at St. Philip's College for the Maymester of 2023. And today is Saturday. It's the weekend. It's Saturday, the 20th of May, 2023. But because this is a short condensed class, we had our first assignment due last night, Friday night at midnight. And so it's Saturday, and I had a chance to go through and grade all the essays and take a look at them. And I wanted to give people feedback right away because obviously our next one, because it's a condensed class, is coming right up due Monday night. So what you wanted to be doing now is jumping into chapter 2, reading chapter 2, so you can apply some of those key concepts and definitions to the essay you're going to write for our next case study. Which brings me to the essays. Because most everybody did that. Most everybody took something from the chapter, a definition, a concept, brought it to the essay, and then dropped it in, cited it, incorporated it, and used it as a way to analyze the case study, the Jenny Lake case. And then cited. And again, this could be as simple as, Vaughn, page 10. That, in terms of a citation, that was fine. It didn't need to be a formal MLA, APA citing kind of thing. But you did need to bring something over. So here's the thing. You didn't need to have other citations beyond that, although some people did do that. They cited the textbook and then went beyond that, and that was perfectly fine. In fact, it was good. It added to some of the essays. But you can't do this. You got to have at least one from the chapter. So if you have 2 or 3 from outside sources, but not one from the chapter, we're kind of missing the point because, again, we want to read the chapter and bring some of those key concepts into the essays. So, again, think about that as, that's the floor. You got to do that, and then you can do other stuff on top of that if you want, but that doesn't replace needing to do the piece where you read the chapter and bring that over. That being said, people also were really good about then, once they posted the essay, always the first thing you do. The first thing, when you go to the discussion board and you see the case and you hit reply and you drop in your essay, that's got to be the first thing you can do. Some folks have learned that the hard way already, because you have to do that first. There's actually in the syllabus, it says if you don't do that, you could fail the assignment or even the whole course. So don't do that. Again, I understand that this is the first time we're doing it. People are still trying to figure out the process. Sometimes people make mistakes, I get that. But don't do that. So that's the message of the day. But what most people did was they wrote their essays, they brought them over, they dropped them into the reply box, hit enter, posted their essay. And again, a lot of them are really quite good. So we're going to come back to that in a second. And then commented on at least 2 of their classmates. Some people didn't comment on anybody. Some people only commented on 1, but not 2. You got to do at least 2. And there were some people that commented on more than that. 3, 4, 5. That's fine. That's great. Because it was an interesting topic. And people did have a lot of kind of conflicting views on this and a lot of different, critical judgment about the case. Because it's a difficult case. That being said, with this case, with the other cases, what you really can't do is just throw up your hands and say, I'm not going to play. And say, sorry, I don't think this was right or wrong. I'm just... Now, again, I want to say this briefly, which is that lots of people, when you're raised, you're told... Don't judge other people. And the thinking is, don't be haughty. Don't think you're better than other people. Because in order to judge other people, you're saying like, well, I'm higher than you. I'm superior. I can judge you, little minions. Nobody is disagreeing with that. That's bad. I understand that. But that's a message about hubris and about arrogance and about things which are very unattractive. But the fact of the matter is we do need to make moral judgments. We have to. It's part of our lived experience as human beings. We have to make decisions about what's good and bad, right and wrong. We're forced into that. At least in this class you are. Because look, you do have to stake out a position and defend it. And I understand that sometimes it's difficult. But there were lots of people that agreed with Jenny and her decision. There were lots of people that disagreed with Jenny and her decision. And that's fine. But you really got to carve out a position and then support it and say why. And that's going to be the case with this the next one, John the paramedic. That's a difficult case too. They're all difficult. They're all true stories. There are real situations that people face. So we want to think our way through these things ahead of time and kind of prepare ourselves for what's out there. Because believe me, like I said, I've said this before, if you've got friends, if you've got family, especially if you got dependents, you got parents, you got kids, you're going to be forced to make very difficult ethical decisions, which is why we study this. That's why we look at these case studies and try to, sort out for ourselves our own sense of ethics and what they're based on. Because what's going to get really difficult, we're just starting now with, is this good or bad, right or wrong? We're going to get, once we get on the other side of chapter 2, is, why is something right or wrong? Where does that come from? What's it based on? Which is a much more profound and fundamental question than just, is this particular thing right or wrong? But what's the source, the grounding, the foundation of right or wrong? This is where it gets tricky. And we're going to be doing a lot of this in, a very short period of time because, hey, guys, it's Saturday. We've already got a whole week done. We've only got 2 left. So that's why the turnaround has to be so quick on the next essay. Sorry about that. We're just condensing a lot down into a short period of time. It's the nature of the Maymester course. All right. So if you got questions, let me know. One last thing. There are people who, if you, like I said earlier, if you posted your essay and then, you got distracted or called away and you didn't comment on at least 2 of your classmates, I sent you a message and said, hey, go back in there and fix this. Comment on at least 2. And then what I'll do is I'll circle back and regrade it. Because you're not done. You submitted your essay, but you're not finished with the assignment yet. So far, there's kind of a big 0 there waiting for you to finish the assignment. And as soon as you comment on at least 2 people, I'll swing through, go back and grade them. In fact, I've already did some of that with even with the welcome and introductions. There were people that forgot to comment on at least 2 people. And again, the whole point of that was so we'd be ready for Friday night. Anyway, look, most of the folks got this just right. The average grade was an A. So that told me people were really, they had sorted this out, figured it out, read the chapter, brought over some of the definitions and key concepts, dropped them in and did a nice job on their essay, and then completed the assignment by going through and commenting on a couple of others. That's what we're doing here. All right. So if you've got questions, I'll be online. I'll be looking at this stuff, today, tomorrow, Monday. I'll be around because, like I said, we're kind of all got to be working straight through on this, given the short nature of it all. But again, just I'm very happy as a teacher having graded a bunch of great essays. So on the whole, the class is doing really well. So keep doing good work. You've got it figured out. Keep making it happen. All right. I will talk to y'all again soon. But, good job on the first round of essays and the assignments and getting it all done and sorted out. We're on the right path. That's good news. All right. Take care. And I'll talk to y'all again soon. Bye.